Hi, everybody. I'm just going to wrap up what we did yesterday in class. This is going to be a copy of the exit card that you took yesterday. So you guys had to complete the table. So they gave you the equation, and here are X values. As you can see, there are a couple missing. And here are our Y values. Those are missing as well. So what you had to do for the quiz was to fill in the missing values. So the input is our X value, the output is our Y value. So anytime I'm trying to find a missing value, I always rewrite the equation because that helps you to determine where to put the numbers. So for this one, we have 0 as our input. We're trying to find out what it would be after we put it in here. What are we going to get for the Y value? So I put a 0 wherever there's an X. So this Y stays the same. The 3 is the same, but this time it's times 0 because in this case, our X value is 0 plus 2. And remember, whenever a number is next to a variable, that means to multiply. So then we have Y equals 3 times 0, of course, is 0 plus 2. So Y equals 0 plus 2, which is 2. So if I were to input a 0 into this equation, the output would be 2. You see? So now we're going to do the same thing here, but in this case, see, I always rewrite the problem because that helps to know where to plug the values in. So in this case, they give us our Y value. So I know that my Y value is 5. So the Y, I put a 5 there, and then everything else stays the same. And if you remember from IM or algebra last year, this is a two-step equation. So you have to isolate the variables. So we're going to get rid of the 2. Minus 2 on both sides. So then you have 5 minus 2, which is 3, equals 3x. And of course, to isolate, since this is connected by multiplication, to get rid of it, you divide. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. So our x value is 1. You see? So hopefully this is bringing things back. I know the solving equations part was the part that was a little bit confusing for you today in class. So now I'm going to do the same thing. Y equals 3x plus 2. And in this case, the Y value is 11. So where the Y is, I'm going to put 11. And then once again, you're solving the equation. You're trying to isolate the variables. So you're going to get rid of the 2. So 11 minus 2 is 9. And then we want to get rid of that 3. So you divide. So 9 divided by 3, 3 equals x. So our x is 3. You see? It's a little bit more in detail when you're trying to find the output, but it's still the same process. You're just plugging the numbers in where you have them. So I'm going to do it 2 more times. We have y equals 3x plus 2. In this case, we have our x column. They give us 7 is the x. So where that x is, I'm going to put a 7. Then I do the math. Y equals 3 times 7 is 21 plus 2. So y equals 23. So then I'm going to put a 23 right here. Okay? And then the last one. See, it's just a process. After you do it a couple of times, you should get used to it. It's the same procedure each time. So in this case, they give us the 9 is our x value. So where the x is, I put a 9. And then y equals 3 times 9 is 27 plus 2. So y equals 29. And there you have it. That's your exit card. So hopefully you guys did well. If you didn't do so well, hopefully you looked over this and now it will help you when you have to do the next test that we have on this, or when I ask more questions about it in class. So now you should watch the Khan Academy video and work on the worksheet that's associated with that. All right, see you on Tuesday.